70s, and I had a Red Dog board back in that day. And before that was PC Constantino, the 8, but the 9-inch was a revolutionary size. And obviously, look at his size, right? You would think he'd have a wider board, but 9-inch was wide for that day. But there it is. That's retro. Pick it up and get him to sign it. You will not regret it for, you know, just a keepsake. But big shout out to Hardline and Howard Hood. Give it up for Howard Hood. Yeah, they're trying let there be light. I love that. But Howard Hood and his whole crew here at Hardline are hardcore skate shops. I love the name Hardline. You know, I love taking the Hardline in backyard swimming pools, and so it really resonates with like the title of the shop. But man, how many of you guys are stoked to see core skate shops still here? To get history, to get, you know, what they need, like I did when I went to the Dogtown skate shop back on Santa Monica Boulevard back in 1977. And I looked at the magazines, I looked at the sticker, Skateboard City was the name. And I remember just looking at the sticker cabinet and just my mind was just going, I have to have that one, I have to have that one. I rode trackers, but I had to have the image sticker, you know what I mean? Like, and I had to put it in the perfect spot on my helmet, the perfect spot on my skateboard. I sat up for hours decorating that, putting the grip tape perfectly, and those are the memories that I think a skate shop brings to kids. And so we need to support. If you're not supporting skate shops, I encourage you today. If you live in the area or you have your local skate shop, go out, support it. Go buy some things from there. Go buy a shirt. Go buy a skateboard. Go buy bearings. I go to skate shops all over. I just buy bearings and everything that I can buy. And you know, it's amazing that they want to bless me. But I always just go, you have my number? Just so you guys can know. So give it up for Howard Hood. So if you put my number in, you call me. We're gonna just show you this is Jim's ring. But the Frank is it's really cool to see, you know, Howard and him. I remember them talking about it. It was just a thought. But then I thought about how special it would be, and I really was an encourager of doing this and making it special. I always like to make things special. Like I like to make birthdays special, right? Some people like, I don't like.
And I've been there about 16 times.
I think this is something to celebrate because these guys deserve to be celebrated. Come on, give it up for Jim Let's give it up for Jim here. These guys are not only skateboarders, but they're brand ambassadors. They have helped skateboarding. Give it up for John Lucero, who's here. He's on Black Label Skateboarding since 1992. Was it 92? 88. 88. Black Label Skateboards. It's one of my favorite skateboards. skate brands because it represents core skateboarding. I've known John since probably Aspo Series, 78, 79, and so we grew up together. But to see his innovation, he brought, I don't know if some of you know this, but when they got kicked out of probably Skate City, or they were just having too much fun in there, causing trouble inside the skate park. They were out in the parking lot. Tell me if the story's right, John. They were out there on the curb doing vert tricks on a curb, and they really invented street skating. John Lucero and his crew, back in the day, 1980, 81, probably 82, before street style was ever invented in 1982, the first contest. So, John, I mean, I could go on and on about the things that, you've done, you know what I mean? But that is huge, as a pioneer for what all these kids are doing skating right now, and doing curb tricks, and even taking it to the next level, rails and massive gaps. And so, give it up for John Lucero! This is your ring, straight from the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. Carlos, the designer. Come on, give it up for John Lucero right here. Incredible speech. All right. You know what? That's a good idea. You just said, Jim, you have some words.
First of all, thank you all for helping me. Supporting me, local skate shop. And I have this awesome power good. And every one of you in this room. I've been skateboarding for a long time, and I've had the pleasure to watch these guys grow up from young ages up to older ages to old ass motherfuckers. Thank you. They're still here. Brothers in the shop. This is where it all started. It was in the shop. Of course, they weren't skate shops back then. They were surf shops that might just sell roller skate wheels, and then you could make your own skateboard. But that was the path of the evolution. And there was a stove that was passed on to me and has been handed down. And Christian put it so aptly, and knowing the history of these people right here. But if I have a question about history, I would love to Thomas to ask this or what's the story. Our history and culture is so important. And I've just been blessed to be able to pass it along. And that's all I have to suggest for you. Pass the stove, pass the fire. This is a culture, DIY, do it yourself, find your own spot, get out there, do it. It's an individual sport. Yeah, it's a group effort. So thank you, all of you.
I know you guys ain't gonna do it, but I guarantee you some of you big old tough dudes was tearing up.
At every one of these events, my wife waits for me to start fucking crying. She knows it's gonna happen.
She knows you so well. So John, got a couple words? I know you do.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming out. I was really surprised. I didn't really. Sometimes I just think, hey, no one's going to come out for a bunch of old dudes, but I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys as part of my skate shop. It's really cool that Carlos has made these things, and I'm happy to be here with Jim, Red Dog, Muir, growing up. Don't cry. Growing up, a kid from the skate park era in the late 70s, Dogtown skateboards, Dogtown crewing before the company. Just the captions are just skated on the streets every single day. Just go to the skate park once a week. We work connected. We're just a bunch of kids. skates in the skate park when it started building up. That's where I met all the guys. And I was older actually. There was a little kid about age right here. I was riding that. Imagining that we could be these next pro riders. And then one day I get kicked out of the skate park. It was one of the worst days of my life. I was going to keep skating in the park. I couldn't get thrown out. And I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't invent street skating. I just happened to be there when a couple of the right guys, like Stacy Peralta, saw me, and Craig Stessing took photos in the magazine. Really sent me on a course that like people think is awesome. And then once I found out that led back into the skate park, that gave me motivation to keep going, because all I really wanted to do was get
My dad gets here.
just an extension. The streets were just everything.
You bought a Dutch? Maybe.
Old brothers to your own friends in the neighborhood. Those are the real guys that really
Which is not that.
This guy's crying right here. Makes me want to cry because I love skateboarding and I'm so fortunate to be here. And I really appreciate this from the guys at the shop. Let's go! We did it. I'd say I named it. Thank you.
Easy inventor, come on, give it up for John Lucero! He's such a humble guy, you heard him say that he was one of the first people to do it. And not only do it, but to name it. That's a good history, like, education right now. You named the Slappy?
Yeah, that's my name. And me and Lance, we developed it off of a work guy named Rick Tracy. Say that? Okay, there was a local from this area named Rick Tracy. Remember Rick Tracy? The first skater? Yeah. And he's everyone was getting the punk and over exaggerating the punk styles. Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside. It's hot.
You do backside grind where you just go kick up the back end. And it had this technique when we started kind of doing it on the curve, just kind of kicking it in the back. And that gave it that technique. People rode on grinds, rolled on grinds, tippy grinds, Lance would call it. And it was
Only the 50-50,
yeah, but even before all this, you know, you can just kind of carve up your like your finger. But to actually crack the back truck and off your back foot, and never lift up the front. That's where it came. And it was born in Skid City's parking lot with Lance and I.
The truth came out, he said it was Lance and I.
Another class of skateboarding 101, thank you, John.
Well, you know what? Last but not least, we're celebrating Jeff Grosso. Give it up for Jeff Grosso. This year, you've done more for skateboarding than most people on the planet, you know, and we have his son Oliver here. Give it up for Oliver. The legacy continues with his mom, Vanessa, over there. I see you. It's good to have you guys, but how many of you have been impacted by Jeff Grosso skateboarding? Yeah. How many of you have been impacted by love letters? Yeah. Incredible that he was able to document his heart and soul on a show that really sets the standard on things we wish we could say, right? There's a lot of things, you know, I would want to say, but I wouldn't do it because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. We don't want to, like, you know, take risks on being canceled or just, you know, saying how you feel about certain tricks and not giving a, you know, blankety blank. But Grosso was that guy. He was a voice for all of us at times. For me especially, because you know what, I used to be a little bit, you know, more vocal, but today I'm trying to keep it, you know, super saved Christian, you know what I mean? Like, want to be a representation of who I am today. So I can't say it like I did before, but Jeff Grosso would say it, and I would feel it, and I'd be like, exactly. That's exactly how I feel about skateboarding. And you know what? Some may agree, some may disagree. He even says it all the time. But you know what? One thing for sure is that he didn't hold back. His skateboarding speaks for itself. I've been watching videos of him skating lately, and it's so powerful, so good. It's almost before its time. You know what I mean? Like we had a certain like bar of skateboarding, and his skateboarding today, when you look at the videos, I'm like, wow, he was like ahead of his time on tricks. And so, super special day that we get to give Oliver the ring. But also, one thing I can say about Jeff was that he was an amazing father. Give it up for being a father these days. You know, I saw him with Oliver so many times, me and him and our kids at the skate park, and just, you know, trying to guide them, trying to encourage them, trying to be, you know, that light for them, and not be like that soccer dad, you're going to be a skateboarder, even though we're like, yeah, you're going to be a skateboarder. You know? Nothing else, right? But at the end of the day, you know, I watched him, you know, be a dad, and he got to experience that, and we would talk intimately, me and Jeff. And so for Oliver to be here today, and are you a teenager now yet? He's a teenager. He just turned 13. Give it up for Oliver Grosso on the scene. Jeff Grosso's Hall of Fame ring right here at Highline Skate Shop. Wow. And you know what? He's an amazing skateboarder. Oh, Grandma's here. Hey, how are you, Mrs. Grosso? So good to see you. You know what? Let me get a photo of you guys. Let me get that photo. All right. Come here. Yeah. Stop the press. Boom, I got it. Yep. One thing about the MC, I can kind of control the event. But before Oliver says a couple words, you know what I mean? If you would like to, just, he's an amazing skater. He's an amazing kid. He's really taken on like the whole legacy of his dad, and I can see it in his eyes that he's proud of his father. And you know what? We're all proud of you, Oliver. You know, and I know all your close friends, guys like Lance and John and everybody that was, you know, closest with your dad. And so I just want to give you a fat hug, tell you I love you. I love you big time, and keep that Grosso legacy alive. All right. All right? And give it up for Mom. Great mom over there, Vanessa. You know, she's amazing. I follow them on social media. You can follow. He does the Grosso Sucks on Instagram. So keep up with what's going on with him, because big things for Oliver Grosso. Give it up for Oliver Grosso. Jeff Grosso today. Words for us.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I don't even know what's going on. Thank you. First, you got Ronnie.
He was a proper dude in so many ways. He was most concerned about people doing proper style and technique in their tricks. And he would break the trick down like no one else I know. And I used to love his you're talking about his honesty? He was honest about stuff. He was honest about the personalities. Good handbag.
Yeah, I was raised by these guys, and they're like, don't be a kook. Don't do sneak bug frontside airs, even though Shogo did them. And it's all about style. And Grosso, his voice was always about style, always about technique, always about, you know, having a good attitude, always doing things proper. I love that word, proper, because we need to do life proper. I don't know if you're here and you're dealing with some stuff, but you know what? Skateboarding will save your life. Even if you don't do it, just follow it. Follow those people who do it. Follow the stories. I see Kenny Anderson's in the house. Give it up for professional street skater Kenny Anderson. He's a local, he lives around here, but follow these guys' stories and be inspired. Follow Jim Muir and be inspired. Follow John Lucero and be inspired. Follow Oliver Grosso and be inspired. This is an amazing day. I'm stoked I got to get on the microphone. I love you guys. God bless you, and I appreciate you, Howard, for letting me talk on this mic.
Yeah, everyone that has a Hall of Fame ring, let's get over here and get a picture. All the Hall of Fame ring fans.
Hall of Fame ring holders, come on up. Come on up. Where's Wani Hiramoto? I see him in the back. I can barely see the top of his head. Yeah, push through, Wani. Push through. All right. And another huge shout out to Hardline Skate Shop. Give it up for Hardline Skate Shop. Give it up for Tom Weaver and the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. Come on. No, I said give it up for the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. We need crowd participation or else you're dead. You need to get alive. It's a special day today. All right, here we go. Hair dressing. Another short guy that I can't see in the crowd.